Now, so what we've done so far is we've identified limiting beliefs, and we've got rid of the negative emotions. Yeah. So now what we'd want to do is we'd want some empowering beliefs. Yep. So we want some empowering beliefs, and then therefore that's going to affect your behaviours. Because if you think of the first one up there, whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, you are right. How much is that going to affect your behaviour? That belief there. How much is it going to affect your belief, your behaviours? Yeah. Because remember what we said before, perception is projection. So therefore, if you think that you can do something, then you can. And if you think you can't, then you can't. Yeah. And that's dramatically going to affect whether you are going to do something, especially in terms of depression. If you think that you can't do anything about it, then you're not going. That's going to affect your behaviours dramatically. Yeah, that belief right there. But if you think that you can do something about it, and this course is again hopefully demonstrating that you can do things about it, then your beliefs are going to affect your behaviour in a positive way. Yeah. No one is qualified enough to tell you that you can't do something. Yeah. No one is qualified enough to tell you can't do something. There's no one out there. You cannot show to me someone who, one, knows all about the earth, knows all about the universe, all the connections to everything, what's going to happen in 100 years time. Nobody on earth can do that. Yep. Nobody can. So if someone says to you it's impossible, you can't do it, then they're saying that's their model of the world. Yeah, that's not true. That's just what they're saying. You just say, well, we'll see about that. Yeah, we'll see about that. Because, I mean, think 200 years ago when people said they couldn't fly. They couldn't fly. And now we're flying, as I said, in planes all over the place. Yeah, the skies are absolutely full of planes. And people are flying over the ocean, drinking coffees, drinking teas, eating meals whilst flying. And who would have thought that 200 years ago when people said that was impossible? So no one is qualified in it, because as I said, you do not know. No, I don't care who they are or where they work or what qualifications they've got. In 100 years' time, things may have dramatically changed. I mean, look what Facebook has done to the place. Yeah, who would have thought that? I mean, that was what, less than 10 years ago or 10 years ago, something like that. And look at that. Look how that's changed the world. And these are from, again, this is from Michael Caine, the actor Michael Caine, and he says, I have a policy, I'll never listen to anyone explaining why they can't do something. Again, you don't want that. You don't want to be too much around people who are going to say things like that. You don't want to be listening to that. If people are saying, well, you can't do something, then that's their model. Yeah, but what you got to look at is their results. So are their results something that you want to aspire to? Because if they're not, then why are you listening to them? Yeah. There's no such thing as failure, only feedback. Yeah. There is no such thing as failure unless you absolutely stop and don't do anything. Yeah, that's the only time. The other times, I mean, how many times have I've failed at doing stuff? I mean, I've tried a lot of business things. I've tried loads of things and I've failed on a load of stuff. But what I've started to view it as now is just a test. It's just a test. The last 10 years, I've done so many tests. Some things have worked, some things have not worked. That's all it is a test. So there's no such thing as failure. It's just, you're just testing to see what works and what works well, what doesn't work well. And some things work well, some things don't work well. And that's it. That's all it is a test. And then you move on and you do another test. And that's it. It's your determination that's going to be the factor there.